Savannah Grieves the loss of her parents. Hello everyone, my name is Elena B. Welcome back to my another video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. For those who follow Savannah Chrisley on YouTube, she dropped the newest episode of her podcast a day early. Technically, the new episode will be available everywhere else today, November 22. At the beginning of the podcast, Savannah admitted she wasn't going to lie to her listeners and say she was happy to be there and be recording a new episode. Truthfully, she wanted to skip this week for obvious reasons. Savannah, however, realizes she made a promise to release an episode of her podcast every week, and she wasn't going to break that promise to her listeners. Pretty early on in her podcast, Savannah breaks down. She becomes extremely emotional as she tells her listeners that by the time they listen to this podcast, the verdict on her parents' sentencing will likely be out. Savannah Chrisley says she's grieving the loss of her parents. She explains that it is especially painful to cope with the loss of her parents who are still very much alive. Savannah Chrisley grieves loss of her parents. The Growing Up Chrisley star explains it is both emotional and painful to navigate losing her parents despite them being very much alive. Savannah clarifies that her parents have always been there for her. Despite not being a child anymore, she knows she will always be their child, and they will never stop being the support she needs from time to time. So trying to face the reality that her mother and father can't come running to help her when she needs them now is proving to be difficult for her. Breaking down to tears, Savannah clarifies what really breaks her heart is the fact that Grayson, and especially Chloe, may not get to feel the same love and support. For Savannah, there has never been a moment in her life where she's had to wonder or worry about where her parents were or what they were doing. She noted that showing up was something she could always count on her parents for. Sadly, however, it breaks her heart to know that the same comfort may not happen for her brother Grayson and her sister/niece Chloe. As she struggles with mourning the loss of her parents, Savannah asks those who follow her family for kindness and compassion during this difficult time. As those who have been following this story know, both Todd and Julie Chrisley were sentenced to hefty time behind bars. Todd was ordered to serve 12 years behind bars, and Julie was ordered to do 7. Savannah tells her podcast, the family plans to immediately appeal the sentencing as they maintain their innocence. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.